Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Oh, good take and he's having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Picked out brilliant chance! That's the throw. Nagatomo. Looking for options for movement. That's good running with the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Good take, and is he in? Caresses it through. David Villa. Casillas claims comfortably.
Drogba really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's going to go a long way. Santos have it back and can go again. Totti going about things with real menace. And this is Pele, takes a shot! Goal! Santos! First blood drawn. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Santos have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Pete...
Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Oh, that was vital. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Modo is always looking to play quality balls. Beckham. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Villa. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Roberto Carlos. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
That's good play from him.
And this is Pele. And he's managed to get... Pele! Goal! Santos! And they've got their lead back. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Santos get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Great chance here from position A1. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Totti! And that's caused a worry or two. Now it's Pelé. Shot could be on. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Out for a throw. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Taken back almost at once. The ball has bounced loose now. Beckham. Nicely shaped ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Pelé. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Beckham. And this is Drogba. Played into space. That's good vision. That is a brilliant interception. Pepe. And the ball's gone astray. And the first half is done. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Colombia really...
Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And the finish! It's there!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That
shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to... And one more try! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Corner number 2 then. Ronaldinho with the short one. Santos have their third corner. Ronaldinho plays it short. Santos get their fourth corner. Ronaldinho goes short. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle, so a genuine chance to increase the lead. Platini! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Nagatomo hurtling down that right flank. He's in space and looking for options. Serves. He's got two. He has done it. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's cut it out. David Villa. Searching pass he's played there. David Villa looking to run onto it. Lovely feet. Beckham. And he was alert to it. Totti. Rodri. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Modo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Totti. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Totti is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Great ball, and he's in here. Nicely aimed pass. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Marquinhos. Rijkaard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pelé, and he's on it. It's Pelé! Superb from Pelé! A finish right from the top draw. And again they hit the front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Santos are such an adept counter-attacking team.
And he shoots! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as the...
Dropper! Goal! Colombia! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Looking for a runner.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Colombia really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oh, easy pickings there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 10.
Ah, now some movement on the
Número
bench,
18.
and we are going to see a change.
Número 23. Número 8. Entran.
Aimed
Número
beyond the
22.
defence. Well, that's
Número
beautifully
13.
weighted. Oh, he's bustling through here.
Número 21. Se van a jugar 6 minutos de compensación.
Ronaldinho is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And this is Totti. We are into stoppage time. Nagatomo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead eye. Oh, that is asking for trouble. In with the challenge, Cafu. And that is as far as it goes. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
It is a corner. Colombia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nagatomo. Out to the right. Now that looks a decent ball. Out of play for a throw. Beckham. Oh, that's nice. And he lines up a cross. Up he goes!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Over to the other side. Roberto Carlos. There's the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a smartly directed ball. Hangs in a cross. And he's there to clear it. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Otto. Searching pass he's played there. Hakimi can get it clear. Now it's Mbappe. Colombia have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a
Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now the ball in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Beckham. Marquinhos. And it's Beckham. To Beckham. That's been intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Oh, it's Van Basten. Here's a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. Terrific header! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. He can get that clear. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Hazard is there, and he can get that clear. Approaching the half-hour mark. Mbappe is there to clear. Chooses to go cross-field. And this is Van Basten. Now this could be a chance. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Rijkaard. Great ball. Chance for a shot! Goal! Colombia! And it's Colombia who take the lead. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Great vision. David Villa has it out wide and in space. Backward it goes. Bellingham conjures time and space where few... And Beckham! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Beckham is offering a wry smile there.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Tries to pass it through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's away. Takes a shot! Just off target.
Coutinho certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Drives it in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Crossed in once more. It's a searching pass, and he's picked it up out wide. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Colombia merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Colombia have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we are back underway.
Colombia really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it's Nagatomo. Van Basten has found the net here, of course. Hakimi. Out to the left it goes. He's picked his way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Roberto Carlos delivers. Taken back almost at once. Now there's a fine ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And that could set him on his way. Van Basten gets into a good position. He's got away. Real chance! Rijkaard shifted it to the flank. Muslera getting this one clear. Applies the finish! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Cleared away. They're up to 5 corners now. Roberto Carlos plays it short. He gets big! He will be livid with himself.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nagatomo. Rijkaard. Colombia looking to pass their way through. That's a cute ball. Van Dijk gets it away. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. David Villa! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Zanetti getting this one clear. He's played it back. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Beckham with the cross. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Spread out to the left. Roberto Carlos. Lovely feet. It's Roberto Carlos! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well read, nice interception. Modo. Colombia finding their passes.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's Van Basten. Over to the left. Played back in. Played out wide. Oh, he's been flattened there. David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Vitinha. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Referee's given a throw. That's been cut out, well played.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Messi.
Colombia have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Lloris breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And we're done. Colombia have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it.